morning, guys. We're on the monorail. We're gonna go to Magic Kingdom this morning. So we're gonna ride to, what is it? We ride to Grand Floridian and the Magic Kingdom? Yep. So just 2 stops, then we'll get off. So we'll see you guys there. Yummy.
Is this how you spell your name?
Yeah.
What did you get?
Pumpkin loaf.
Yummy. Okay, so we are in Magic Kingdom. We got our coffee and our breakfast from Starbucks, and we're waiting at the front of the castle so we can see Mickey open the park. They do like a little fun like dance and performance and stuff. So we want to see that because we haven't seen it before. Right now is early entry, so there's people going to the park to start riding rides. And we're just kind of, you know, floating. But this is what it looks like on the Premier Pass. We don't have to have anything reserved. We can just literally walk on and tap our magic bands and get on the ride on the lightning lane lanes. So I will show that later, but that's what we're doing right now.
We have some extra special friends here to welcome you all today. Let's hear it for Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse.
Everybody.
Good morning!
Gosh, it sure is great to see so many amazing friends.
It certainly is! Oh, I have a feeling today is going to be the best day ever!
You said it, Minnie. And now that we're all together, we've got a surprise for you. When everybody heard that you were going to be here, they just had to come and give you a great big Magic Kingdom welcome.
And here they come now!
Everybody's here. I think it's time to start the day.
And that means we're going to need just a little bit of magic.
I bet these folks can help with that.
Oh, I know they can.
On the count of 3, everybody shout, "Let the magic begin." Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Let the magic begin.
Welcome to a place where dreams come true. A timeless journey through lands of fantasy. Where only a wish creates things like this to appear. The most magical place on earth is
here. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get going.
Bye-bye, everyone.
See ya real soon.
Pink!
I loved it.
Was it awesome?
Yeah.
Did you like the fireworks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
starfish! Your hair looks just like mine. Oh my gosh, you've been using your dingle hopper, haven't you? That's fantastic. You know, I'm trying to find a few more dingle hoppers for our dog Max. Max has a lot of fur. So every time we try to brush him out with a dingle hopper, he's getting stuck. We go through about 3 or 4 of them every time we try. Do you think you would help me find some dingle hoppers for Max? And maybe if you your own collection too. You can never have too many after all. Shall we swim together, little guppy?
Alright.
Remember to bring those dingle hoppers to Scuttle, all right?
Bye.
Bye, angelfish.
Have a good time. Have a good time. First time. Oh, we're a professional. So you know all the good food, right?
Another guppy group hug.
You know,
You would talk to her.
what do you have a favorite time?
Hi, everyone.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. Now, I can talk about food all day, right? So let's see. What kind of bread do you like when you turkey sandwich? Do you like really big piece of bread? Medium, not too big, not too small. Do you like cheese? Cheese? Cheese like a burger? Ooh, unpopular thing. Do you like lettuce on turkey sandwiches? Oh wow. And you like tomatoes too? Not tomato. It's an acquired taste, huh? It's an acquired taste. People don't like tomatoes, but they like ketchup. I know, crazy concept. Well, we can have turkey sandwiches together. Maybe I'll go make a turkey sandwich myself. I'll get Lewis to help me out. He likes really big turkey sandwiches.
You must be
Really tall. He eats it all in one bite. I know, he's a giant alligator.
You've never had to make a treasure map.
Should we get a picture?
Life is that is so
God, I'm hearing you say that.
Genie is a real safety nut.
We're on the
and want me to
flying
remind you to stay
carpet.
seated with your seatbelt fastened nice and tight.
Oh gosh. We're gonna?
And no falling in love with me. You missed Valentine's Day. You can't make it up now. Now wave goodbye to my biggest fans on the right side of the boat. Goodbye. Goodbye. No, not the people. No, the fans that were on the ceiling. You walked underneath them. Yeah, they're always keeping me cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, folks, welcome to the world famous Jungle Cruise, where we are world famous for being famous around the world. That's right. My name is Skipper Colin. That's first name Skipper, last name Colin. Over the next 3 weeks, I'll be your skipper, your tour guide, your dance instructor, your photographer, your cruise director, your translator. I'll be lights, audio, sound engineer. But most importantly, my friends, if you don't laugh at any of my jokes while we're out here, I'm going to be your swim instructor. Raise your hand nice and high if you know how to swim right now. Right now, raise it nice and high. Okay, if you don't know how to swim, hold on to those people. They're going to keep you afloat, all right? That's important. Now, it looks like we're here in the Amazon River, which goes right through the Amazon rainforest, where it can rain up to 489 days a year. That's a lot, right? That's at least every other day. And if you look to the left, there's Inspiration Falls. Everybody say, ooh. Everybody say, ah. Everybody say, Skipper Colin, you're doing great so far.
Skipper Colin, you're doing great so far.
Thank you for the one person who said it. Yeah, no, you know what? I feel inspired now to keep on going, which brings us to Africa onto the Congo River. And because of the one person who said it, I feel like I Congo a little bit further, which is great because I actually got a surprise party planned for you. Yeah, right here at Boat Spades. It's me and all my friends got together and we were going to have this big bash and nobody showed up. Yeah, no, that's you guys don't see anybody. Canoe? No, that's okay. It's all right. You know what? I heard the piranha there is to die for regardless. It's always good for a quick bite. I wonder what scared him off, though. I don't think the dead tree scared him off, but maybe the snake did. I gotta be honest, I don't know which one that is, but I can tell you, that's not a boa. Boas have feathers. Yeah, totally different than a snake. That sounded dangerous. You're gonna stay right there. I'm gonna get a little bit closer, all right? Oh boy, that's not good. That's not good at all. Look what they did to my Jeep, folks. Yeah, that's right. They painted it teal. Even worse, if they left the headlights on, that means I'll probably never get that thing to turn over again. Sorry, folks. It's a little bananas over on that part of the river, so we're gonna go ahead and split. Just keep your eyes peeled for anything else that might be dangerous while we're out here, all right? Now, we have now reached the Nile River, which is the longest river in the world. It goes on for Niles and Niles and Niles. And if you don't believe me, well, you're probably in. disbelief. That's right. Now, hey, there's an elephant. You know, these elephants are super rare. Fun fact about elephants, they have the best memory of any animal in the entire jungle. You know, I wish I had a memory like an elephant. That'd probably help out my job. Did you guys hear something? Hey, there's an elephant. You know, those elephants are super rare. Fun fact about elephants, actually, they have the best memory of any animal in the entire jungle. You know, I sure wish I had a memory like that. That would probably help out my job. Now, if you look to the right, you'll see the Great African Belt, which used to be around the Great African Pants. Yeah, this is the land where the hand of man has never set foot. Oh, and it looks like a lion invited a zebra over for an early dinner. That's so sweet, but I gotta be honest, that zebra looks dead. Tired. Dead tired, kids. Yeah, no, don't worry. He was just out late last night. We're gonna let him rest in peace for a little bit. I'm sure he'll wake up in a few hours. He'll be just fine. Everything's okay. I'm sorry about that. Everything should be smooth sailing from this point out. I might have been wrong. That's Gilbert Felix there, and well, today was his first day here at the Jungle Cruise, and evidently I think it might be his last. Hi, Annette.
Hi, Annette.
Yeah, and that's a real catch. We were talking earlier, and I said, Annette, you know, these butterflies just aren't what they used to be. Caterpillars, what she thought was bananas, and I was like, that's not how biology works. Then she kind of went, hey, but you know what, that's not important, folks, because this is the moment you have all been waiting for. It is the colossal, the stupendous, the magnificent, the eighth wonder of the world. Didn't know it, you're from it. It is the backside of water! Woo! O2H! O2H! O2H. Because it's...
Each of us has a dream, a heart's desire. It calls to us. And when we're brave enough to listen and bold enough to pursue, that dream will lead us on a journey to discover who we really are. All we have to do is look inside our hearts and unlock the magic.
I'm standing against the fence.
Okay, so it's the next day. We never ended our video yesterday, so here we're going to end it. And we're going to tell you guys our favorite thing from yesterday. What was your favorite thing?
My favorite thing was the fireworks.
The fireworks? What part of the fireworks?
The one in the Aladdin.
Aladdin. Oh, I love that part. My favorite thing was also the fireworks. They had the up house and balloons going up the castle. Happily Ever After always makes me cry, so there's that. What was your favorite thing?
My favorite was also the fireworks, but Tron was a close second, very close second.
Yeah. So he went and rode Tron after the fireworks, so it was dark, and Riley and I took an adventure on the monorail back to the room. But anyways, so that was our favorite things yesterday, and I'm gonna end the video for that day here, and I will talk to you guys later. If you guys liked this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you like my content, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.